Welcome back to A Minute with Chelsea. I'm going to Kroger to pick up my prescriptions. Also, this girl in front of me, same girl. I'm also going to the car wash because it's in the same parking lot, and I tried to cancel my membership, but that didn't go through, so oh well. So I'm getting a car wash anyway. Also, I feel like this is what happens inside the car during a car wash. Even if it's not true, that's how I feel. I'm reading an audiobook called Fantastic Land. I would not recommend it. It's okay. It's super unrealistic, and I just don't think it was very well thought out as a plot. But it could have been better. It would have been maybe good as a movie. I don't know. It's not a bad book. It's just not the best book so far. Also, look at these socks. I ordered them for Pilates because they had a little mouse and a little bunny. They're from YOLO and they're from YOLO Life. But they sent me an extra one. It's a little one with little Marie from the Aristocats, and it also comes with a little carrying bag and a bag to wash your socks. And I was like, that is so cute. Also, they sent all these stickers and a little keychain with a grip sock, which is already on my keys because it's so cute. And they sent me a handwritten letter. So super cute. Go look at their stuff. It was really affordable. I love them and they're comfortable. I did not wear them to this Pilates class because I literally opened it in my car while driving to Pilates and I already had my socks on and I was like, it's fine. Plus, I was gonna save them just to wear at my house and only do Pilates in my fancy, cute new socks at home. Mostly because the studio floor is not as clean as my floor and my socks get dingy at the studio. And I was like, well, if I just wear them at home, they'll be my special socks. But I've already worn them to Pilates, so that didn't last. This is me doing swan dive on the Bosu ball, and it always looks so silly to me, especially sped up. But just know it's a great back extension exercise. But when you speed it up, it looks very silly. This is a move called coordination. I like that one a lot too. And these are just little single leg stretch, and this is some magic circle stretching on the mat, which if you don't have a Pilates studio or have the money to join a Pilates studio, a magic circle is not that expensive. You can get a cheap off-brand one, and it is so helpful as a prop for stretching. It's one of my favorite Pilates props. I'm a big fan of the magic circle. I am here. It is Tuesday. This is my lunch break Pilates class. I go at 1 o'clock and it's wonderful. My friend and coworker Andrea teaches it and I just love it. I've been working on this balance exercise and I've gotten a little bit better at it. Not that one. That's just rolling down to stretch out my back. But the little releve, plie, oblique twist, that one's pretty hard, but I'm getting better at it. I also have to take a return to Kohl's, and then I also realized I had coupons in my bag from Bath & Body Works, so I might as well go spend some money, but not very much because I only use my coupons. I don't shop unless I have a coupon. I got some goodies for my goodie bags for my Croatia travelers. Speaking of travel, if you would like to go with me somewhere this year, I have spots open for the Hobbit holiday trip to Germany and Prague. It's 2 places wrapped up into one trip. We're seeing all the Christmas markets. That is linked in my bio, so if you want to travel with us this year, that is the only trip that has openings right now. And I also just launched trips to Switzerland, Crete, so Greece, and Madagascar. And 2 of those trips still have $100 off coupons, so if you're interested, go check out my bio. Now, there is supposed to be a meteor shower tonight, and Shelby came over, and it was like midnight, and she was like, do you want to go to a meteor shower? And I was like, oh, why the hell not? I was like, let me give Mitten her nightly slop, because she has to eat right before she goes to bed, or else she'll wake me up at 5 a.m. We did some oracle cards in the kitchen, and then it was time to drive out to the corn. We call it the corn because this used to be a bunch of cornfields and a dirt road, at least back in 2008 when I used to come out here and do drugs and, get really drunk. Now they have built an airport, but it is one of the only places in Conway or on the outskirts of Conway that you can go to see the night sky because there's not very much light. You know what there was though? A lot of tomfoolery and shenanigans and a shitload of fucking mosquitoes. We did see one meteor. We saw it from my driveway before we ever left the house, and we saw another one when we were out there, but it was like from the car window. And then I saw one really big and bright one on my own, but mostly it was us fighting with this fucking couch. I don't know if y'all remember that video from 4 years ago of us trying to inflate a couch in the middle of the forest. It's the same one. Also, I decided to moon the moon and also flash the stars because I was like, well, maybe that'll make a meteor come because we wanted to see some. Also, the more I move, I feel like the less mosquito bites I'm gonna get because they have to chase me, motherfucker. We got in the car because there were so many bugs, and then there was a mosquito in the car and it bit me, and then I smashed it on the ceiling and there was blood everywhere. And travel is in my bio.